Hi, Gemini. How are you? Let's just tap in. Let's just see what's going to happen. And what's going on for Gemini, Father? For Gemini energy here. Secret card there for you, Gem. All right, Father. Gemini. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I get this. It's very, very difficult to walk away from someone who you want to give the control to, but at the same time, you know it's not healthy too. At the same time, it's almost like this emperor has not walked away. This emperor is returning. This emperor once walked away, but now he's standing in his utmost righteousness truth, and now he's saying, I can't walk away. I'm really getting twin flame vibe here. Might be dealing with an Aries or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. But there's just definitely a lot of control. Like, this emperor is trying to gain control, but he's having a very hard time in having this lack of control because of 111. Yeah, this walking away, he's not able to, no matter how many times he's tried to. There's a lot of emotional imbalance, and with this lack of control, it's also within this mental imbalance. So he continues to feel you in his heart, and he continues to think about you. But here he is standing in his truth, being as stubborn as he is, and he's like, I can't walk away, but what next? Like, I can't, what's going to be here? I don't know what to do now. Yeah. Yeah, but what else here for Gemini's Emperor? This is interesting energy. Look at that. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the negative. Yeah. And this is just water all over the board. There's 9 of Cups here. I really feel like, Gemini, you've allowed this emperor who's just going to stand up in his truth and be stubborn as all hell to just tear you and your self-worth apart. There's 9 cups here total, but they're your cups. But this emperor is in between them. Like, this is your overall 9 of Cups in the negative. You're not seeing your full self-love club, 211 there. And he's divided it. He's divided it. This huge, controlling, you know, almost egotistical in a way. I'm really feeling 222. Masculine energy within you. That's mirroring your twin flames actions right now. And right now, you have no control over your heart space. Because you've allowed them to have the power of it. They have no idea that this is how you feel in your heart. They don't even know what you're thinking. They don't even feel a shattering or a splinter of the pain that you do in your heart space. But this emperor's control in your heart has divided it completely. King of Swords in the negative. Yeah, it's very hard to stand up for the truth, or, you know, maybe it's because this emperor is standing in his no and he wants to return and say the truth, and he's just completely intimidated. He hasn't figured out quite a way to move yet. He hasn't figured out a way to say the truth and to be able to get out of the old habits, the old ways of fear, principalities of fear of the being rejected or judged. And he'd rather just sit in this silence than tell you the truth and then possibly be rejected. But what he doesn't understand is that it's our damn emperor. This is what we've been wanting this whole time. 333, good things are coming. This is what we want to happen, is we want this truth to be ripped off. We want it to be able to clear the air, so then it doesn't hurt us anymore, and it's not continuing to haunt us like this, you know. This negative King of Swords, too, could definitely be this emperor's energy in a different way. Not just they're intimidated to tell you the truth, but in the past, this has never worked out because they were really good at mind games and mental fuckery and confusing the shit out of you. And this is why your heart got so separated, because you're like, well, one side of it's completely devoted to him, but the other part of it is like, where's the truth in it? You know, one side of this is his. There's 8 cups there. He's completely taken it over, all 411. So thank you, Father, for that twin flame confirmation. But then on the right side, the left side of the emperor, the moon, the feminine side, your emotions, it's 8 of Cups, all brokenhearted, upside down, facing the pit. Now, on the right side of this emperor, the sun, the masculine energy, the positivity that's going to continue to move on so that feminine energy can reproduce, which it can't right now because there's no truth. This is what he's still offering. So no matter what this emperor is offering you, he's saying, I'm going to continue to mindfuck you and break your heart because you're so emotionally invested, and he knows it. 444, you are protected. He knows it. And so this King of Swords energy, somewhat, Gemini, also comes back towards you within your sign, because you're also not accepting the fact that you've completely given this to him. You've completely allowed this to happen. And whether there's a break or a separation here or not, because I still continue to feel that reconciling energy, you now know that. You now know that in the past, that's what I did. And in the future, this is what I want to happen, 511. Of course you would love your Emperor to come in, say the truth, and have a new start. But they're both negative. It's not going to happen. This Emperor is just completely kind of lost in his own head, right? Even though he's in the upright because he's in control of all of this for you, babe. Why? For you. Ace of Wands. Look, I need to have this new spiritual start. 8 of Wands there, Ace of Potentials, and Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands underneath there. Holy shit, Lord. Look at that. There's 9 of Wands. Every single time that they come back and talk to you, it's a continuation of 9 of Wands. Okay, this Queen of Wands, you have not seen your potential in this because it continues to oppress you over and over and over. This separation happened for a reason, to give you this new spiritual start. Yet it really feels like you're still hanging on to this Emperor because you know that they're your twin flame. And I mean, it is so incredibly difficult to fight your brain on thinking about it and allowing these low vibes to come in. But you're standing here kind of just waiting for this truthful, miraculous sign to come down and have them come back and say, look, I noticed all my potential for you and what I want to offer you. I would like a new spiritual start. I want to talk to you about this because I was super oppressive, but now I don't want to be that way anymore because you're my twin flame too. So in another aspect of this, Gemini, it could also be that your Emperor has woken up to the fact of what a twin flame is. You know, there's always that potential there too. There's so many different energy currents here that I'm trying to pick up on. But this main one for you, Gemini, is that this Emperor that controlled you and your truth and your heart for so long, you're finally like, no, I'm not going to allow you to continue to burden me anymore because I saw my potentials here. It all came up in the negative, but when you focus on that, you're not focusing on this. And when you focus on this, you're not focusing on that. So it's kind of like you have to use your own discernment here to choose what's going to happen here. Let's keep all of those because he really brought all those out. My goodness. All right. And the Magician in the negative. Yeah, he's still that master manipulator over you and he just really knows it. All right. Let's see here. Jehovah. We have Wheel of Fortunes there on the bottom in the positive and 9 of Swords. Yeah, free yourself from that truth, honey. Really do. Jehovah, let's clarify that Emperor card. Gemini. Thank you. Look at that strength in the negative. Yeah, they're incredibly weak inside, which is why they've learned to manipulate. Yeah. They have no strength, so they like to take it from other people. And this Queen of Wands just knows that. This is why this kind of realization is here, Gemini, is you know how sick that this person makes you. Wow, that one just completely shot down over here, and I have this one as well. Let's see these two. Look at that, Queen of Cups and 5 of Wands. And this Ace of Wands, yeah, with over that 8 of Wands as well. Yeah, this Queen of Wands is really trying to grow into her Empress energy. And I believe that that's you, Gemini, because I really feel this whole masculine separation up here versus this feminine energy down here, and Queen of Wands versus the Emperor here. This Queen of Wands is not coming up as the Empress yet because she's starting this new spiritual awakening. She's restoring her heart within this Queen of Cups energy, which is Cancer, this tropic of Cancer, our emotions, our kingdoms, our temples, our light, to not be stuck in this tropic of Capricorn anymore, which is exactly what this masculine is stuck in because he's inducing 9/11. Thank you, Jesus. He's inducing and intending all of these wands. Okay, this 5 of Wands, this Queen of Cups is like, okay, I can't continue to keep thinking about him or them. You know, we're adults with the energies here, you know, if it works for you, or there's also same-sex energy too, if that's necessary. However, for me, this is feminine and the Emperor is masculine, and I'm just rolling with it in my spirit. This Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, this Empress, who clearly knows that her Emperor is there. This Emperor is understanding that this twin flame relationship is really supposed to heal him. But at the same time, he's choosing to live this way. I truly think that he knows. He just chooses to not accept it. There's also the cups here, and then I'm feeling like all of a sudden like a bar scene, and this person might drink away their feelings so much to not think about it, and that's another sign of that there, you know, their cup's always empty. However, this incoming strife that always happens with these wands, this Empress has learned it, and she goes, nope, 10, 10, 10, 11. This is my potential. I have a new spiritual start. I'm no longer allowing him to have my strength, right? Let's see what this card was. Yeah, look at that. Shut up. King of Wands. Yeah, Empress, it's so difficult because there's always incoming strife about our twin flame, isn't there? Even when we don't talk, even when we don't want to think about it, even when we've gotten really good at not thinking about it, because it truly is a bad habit that we need to break. We need to have the mental willingness, which is right here, to move on and out. However, look at this King of Wands. He's standing in the upright. This Emperor is standing in the upright. In the past, he was a very huge mental manipulator. He knew what he was doing to your heart. They are a huge drinker. But now I'm getting like, okay, well, with this deck, it's kind of like moving on into this 1111. Okay, Father, I'm going to trust my intuition. Moving on into this present to future energy now. This Queen of Wands has had this spiritual awakening. She's potentially she's understood her potential, and she's been able to move on, even though it's been depressing and oppressing for her. But now she's had this spiritual upgrade into this Queen of Cups. She's in her know, and she's all of that High Priestess energy to be able to bring that pre-Empress energy in. And then this Five of Wands is here because she's constantly having strife and her low vibes in her heart and her emotions and her mental thoughts about this King of Wands. Now, that strength in the negative is past, bringing out that past energy of, yeah, I was weak and that's why I did that. But this King of Wands here is, look, like he is just as mutual. They are both kind of just feeling that strife and that push and pull from each other because they will never be strong enough to overpower it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, why overpower something when this energy can just be healed and recovered, right? But that's your willingness to choose and not theirs. You're showing up at this pre-Empress, and he's still showing up as the King of Wands right now when he was an Emperor beforehand. So it's kind of just, you know, he's really let himself go, I really feel. He just continues to cause strife, and without you, oh, yeah, he's really awakened to the fact of who you are. Yeah, he's really awakened to the fact of who you are, this twin flame relationship. I mean, this incoming strife with this communication. I mean, it's not even, it's emotional. It's like these telepathic feelings. All of a sudden you'll be sitting there and just fine. And then all of a sudden you're like, what the hell? Why do I have to cry? And why do I miss him so much? And, you know, and you're like, oh, this must be what he's feeling. And now I'm feeling it. You know, these kind of just incoming negative thoughts. So why even entertain them at all? But it's the willingness of choosing to not so. And when we feel those recognizing familiar polarities inside of us, of our twin flame, we want to almost hold on to those at all time. And it's very difficult because water has memory, and it's going to continue to produce that same feeling. Okay, let's see what else is here, Jehovah. Can we clarify that King of Swords, please? Okay, well, this is the first card. Princess of Swords. So this is that feminine energy in the Page of Swords, childlike mind, telling the truth, I can never lie, kids say the damnedest things, you know. However, this is in the upright and not feminine. She's really this feminine twin flame, you Gemini, because that's that air. You're really standing in your truth. You would have to within this High Priestess, pre-Empress energy. And this other card that came out is there's so much mental interference here, which is going to front door, backdoor this masculine Eight of Wands. There's incoming communication, and it's very stressful because every time that you get those telepathic messages, or if something does happen in the 3D, it causes so much interference for you, or it's going to cause interference. And this is why the Lord's telling you, you got to stand up in your truth. I made you this strong for a reason, and continue to press on. Jehovah, let's clarify that Queen of Wands card, please. Queen of Wands card, please. Thank you. Justice in the negative. Yeah. Yeah. it's almost like you feel this reconciling energy. You feel this push and pull. You feel like, oh my God, they're going to come knock on my door, or you're having dreams about them, or you keep seeing their name. You keep seeing signs and syncs of them. You keep seeing like 4 numbers of their phone number. You keep seeing the place that they work at, just different locations. You know, everything's just starting to pop out to you. And it's just like, gosh, what's going on, universe? Well, God's trying to tell you a sign here, honey. And something that you need to accept right now is that the truth is that you weren't fairly treated in this twin flame relationship. There is no justice in this for you right now. The more that you continue to stay and feed this twin flame monster, really. Yeah. This negative justice could also be this fact of it's now negative because you've already dealt with all that spiritual debt. You already dealt with all that oppressing energy. And now this Ace of Pentacles is just moving this Queen forward, right? Into this Queen of Cups energy. So she already dealt with that justice. And now it's being sent back in reverse to that manipulator, that twin flame, that masculine energy, that King of Wands, that Emperor. That's why she's also standing up in her truth. Yeah, let's see bottom of the deck here. The Magician. Look at that. Yeah, here's this twin flame reflection here of that feminine and masculine. And there's negative justice here being sent back to that master manipulator of the Emperor here. But then there's positive justice that's being sent back towards that Queen of Wands because she's the masterful manifestor. Good twin, bad twin. Good twin, bad twin. You know, this is like the little white angel on God's shoulder or someone's shoulder, you know, and then this is the little devil. It's just this balance of yin and yang, and it's all right here. And what are you going to continue to feed, honey? Are you going to continue to feed this energy here within you? Or are you going to drop this off, put this in your favor, and continue to manifest anything that you want? Isn't that beautiful? What else is here? 9 of Pentacles. I love that. I truly love that because your 9 of Cups, but we already saw that 8 and that 1 being conjoined if he wasn't in the middle, is going to come in for you, and you're going to see your worth and your full potential. And that's going to give you that 10 of potentials right here over and over and over again. 1711. Prince of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. See, exactly. You're going to be able to offer yourself everything, honey. It's you. You are your biggest true love. This twin flame happened to show you this and to help you heal and to move on in the right direction, on the right path for you. And in the same frequency, this twin flame could decide to do this, but their willingness is not the same as yours. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Feeling failure, loss, not sure what to invest in anymore. And the Fool. It's just time for that new start, honey. This 10 of Wands is going to reproduce over into Ace of Wands, and you're always going to have that new start. And he already confirmed it right there. Yeah, the Moon and the Negative. We're leaving that feminine side behind. That Queen of Empress, she's like, I'm done. I have to walk away. I can't. And this is that struggle because you can't think about it. You can't feed the monster inside. Otherwise, that anxiety is going to return. Every time you feel that push and pull, you're recognizing that it's those low energies inside of you, and you just can't do it. You just can't. Prince of Pentacles, the Fool, the Moon, and 7 of Cups in the Negative. Let's see that secret card. Wheel of Fortunes. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere, honey. So the more that you allow yourself to feed it, the more it's just going to put you down in that negative. Jehovah. 8 of Swords there on the bottom, that interference. 8 of Pentacles and that Knight of Wands. He's coming in to just fuck your shit up. Jehovah, can we clarify that Wheel of Fortunes card? Thank you. The Chariot. Yeah, honey, it's not meant for you. It really isn't, because it's just going to give them the power. Right now, the Lord's trying to tell you your self-empowerment needs to come in. And before you can truly give your unconditional love to someone else, you have to be able to have that unconditional love within inside of yourself. But you're definitely working towards it, because I clearly see in that feminine power there, that line. Yeah, 7 of Swords there. That anxiety is not going to get you anymore. Knight of Swords. You really got to overcome it. And the only way you can overcome that anxiety, sweetheart, is by not playing the game. Not playing the game. It's all a mental struggle. Just tell yourself no, and eventually that bad habit of continuing to think about them will go away. You just stop playing the game. It's not going to bother you anymore when it knows that it won't bother you, right? 4 of Pentacles, and you're going to be able to get your control back from that Emperor who had it in the very beginning. I love it. Look at the Lovers, Gemini. You're going to be able to make that decision. Yeah, honey, it's just, it didn't work out for a reason. Some twin flames relationships do. However, this is just right now. We already talked about future energy. In the past, it would have been this, but you made that decision. And we always know that with our twin flame, it's never over. Maybe just not this lifetime. You'll see them again. And hopefully they'll be able to be healthier for you, to be able to unconditionally love you and respect you, and be able to treat you as a manifestor and not as just a trophy or something to manipulate. Okay, because that's what you've allowed. Let's see here. 5 of Wands. Yep. You're just continuing. Yep. If I stayed there, I was just going to continue to cause myself strife, and that wasn't healthy. So good job on you. 2 of Swords. I needed to bring that balance in. And when I do, it's going to be because I told the truth and I wasn't able to accept it beforehand. Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to be able to bring in that masculine energy. My own Emperor energy is coming in, Gemini. That's what you're saying. My own Emperor energy is coming in. I'm learning right from wrong. I'm no longer going to allow you to control that part of me anymore. Yep, there's that control right there. That electrical grid, that pop, our temperament, ourselves, and that hot and cold, yes and no, and that friction and the tension of our stress is going to be reconfigured. There's that High Priestess energy right there within that Queen of Cups. Thank you, Lord, for confirming that. That 2 of Cups here, and that Capricorn devil energy. Your twin flame might be a Capricorn. Otherwise, it's just time to let the power of God take out the power of Satan by way of that King of Wands. There it is right there. 2111, Gemini. Page of Pentacles once again. Oh my gosh, you have that last card. Last card for Gemini here. My goodness. Thank you for confirming that High Priestess, Queen of Cups energy, though. I love that. Last card. Gemini, how can you work with yourself if you keep feeding the wrong monster? Feed the manifestor, not the monster. Love you.